Hello everybody, welcome to the Under 23 channel, a place where we update you with the Under 23s and the women's side. This video is just about the Under 23 today, and we've got lots of goals coming up, so stay tuned to this video. Let's begin. Let's take a look at Newcastle's last few games with the Under 23s. Obviously with Neil Redfern leaving, Ben Dawson has had the team now for about 7 to 8 games. We're going to go back, all the way back to the Premier League International Cup at Wilty Park, where we drew 1-1 at home at Benfica. And Benfica, Sporting and Porto always produce talented Portuguese. Well, you look at the Portuguese side right now, how many youngsters are in there, and they're doing really well, Portugal. So they always produce talent. So this was a difficult night for the Toon, but they came away with 1-1 draw, thanks to our new signing, Ludovic Francolet. Said that right, haven't I? Here are the goals. I
can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Your dark hair with those eyes so bright. They look into my soul and it sparks my life. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time, do you remember? Can I take you there?
Like I say, good point in the Premier League International Cup. Now moving forward, another home game. Newcastle actually beat Stoke, who are trying to fight for promotion to the First Division. Scored 4 past them, winning 4-2. 4 different goal scorers. We had NA29 lad Elliot Anderson. We had Adam Wilson. Nice to see him back after his recent injury. Rossiel Longello. And we also had Tom Allen on the score sheet. 6 goals here for you. Take it away.
When I walk into the kitchen, you saw the look on my face. You saw the look on my heart to get out of this place. I sensed something I've never seen before. When you put on the pineapple, we couldn't be friends anymore. Pineapple blossoms, go on pizza. It's a fruit and you know that. Pineapple doesn't go on pizza. They just don't belong. Something I've never seen before. When you put on the pineapple, we couldn't be friends anymore.
Right, and so that was the league fixture with Stoke. And moving back to domestic cup competitions with the Premier League Cup, we faced against Scunthorpe, drawn 3-3. George Miller banging in a hat-trick for the Irons. However, Newcastle should really be beating teams like this in this competition. We see Tom Allen score brace, he's in good form. And again, Elliot Anderson getting on the score sheet in a 3-3 draw. Newcastle are on 4 points, but they have played an extra game more than the others. Hopefully you would say Newcastle go through. Top 2 do qualify, but Newcastle should be beating Scunthorpe's Academy. You would think Newcastle had better talent. For me, that's 2 points dropped in the group stages.
of the night sky, trying to make me see your stars. But the dark gets so lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence. And the dark's all that I see. When your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound, I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You're the night sky, hiding behind dark gray clouds. I can't figure you out now. I see you're blue. There is so much cold in you, and the silence is so loud when you go.
Well, that was an entertaining game, full of goals, eh? Right, we're going to go back now to domestic Premier League 2 action. Newcastle again at home. Seems to be a lot of games at home, doesn't it, in this video? But they went down 1-0 at Reading. Not great, but here's the goal. I'm going to go back to the Premier League International Cup, where we played Hertha Berlin at home at Whitley Park. Big shout out to Proudlock and Sharky who were there, fellow Newcastle YouTubers. Well done, boys, supporting the local lads. Goals by Tom Allen, 2 of them, 2 penalties. And nice to see Victor Fernandez, the lad who I always think will do well as long as he stays clear of injuries. He scored. Newcastle, obviously, with a game in hand now in the league table. It's a Champions League format. You play 6 games. Top 2 qualify. Newcastle looking good. So it's a good run that Ben Dawson is developing. Here are the goals.
Hey you, I saw you from the distance. Hey you, can we talk? Hey you, I think you're my subsistence. Hey you, or am I wrong? And now, you know, I lose my own slide. My love is out of my mind. And you, I'm not more than a dream. So wait, can you even hold me? Hey, baby, you are no more than a dream. Hey, you want it. Hey, you, we could be more. Hey, you.
So fantastic. Now let's get back to domestic football, where Newcastle played on Monday night and we got tortured. 4-0 against West Ham. Scully scored, Holland got a brace, and Lewis as well. So Newcastle got doing 4-0. Not great, is it? West Ham are trying to get promotion. It's not great, is it? A couple of the lineups I want to mention. Langley was in goal. Obviously, we know Nathan Harker, who was actually in the crowd at Burnley. He didn't feature, so it was Langley. Longello playing against his brother. He also plays at West Ham. Franz Lett going off injured for shortly after the goal, which wasn't great. But we've got no highlights yet because it's just happened as I'm recording this video. You can see them on NUFC website. But 4-0 against West Ham is a bad result. I know it's all about development, don't get me wrong, about personal glory, but you always want to see the lads' team do well. Of course you do. Newcastle at the minute sitting 10th out of 12 teams in the Premier League 2. It's not great, look, we've had a change of Neil Redfern over the summer. I always said I thought it was wrong. But Ben Dawson's got the side now until the near future to see what happens. But look who's bottom of the league. Sunderland! Sunderland get battered everywhere they go, including the youth teams. Just 1 point. Shocking, innit? But mind you, Newcastle aren't doing that. Well, we'll win a lot more games than Sunderland's kids. But that's the roundup. That is your roundup for the under-23s. Stay tuned because we're going to have a women's update with Mr. Paul Rye, the expert with the women's game of late. So Paul will be bringing you a video on this channel within the next few days or so stay tuned to that. Thanks everyone. Enjoy your night. Have a good Christmas if you don't see me on the other channel. Ta-da!